Hi everyone, so I just turned 14 and I want to give you guys 14 tips on how to survive life better. So number one, what you all need to hear is that you have to realize people are going to judge you no matter what. You can be the smartest person in the world, you could be genuinely the nicest, the most beautiful. It doesn't matter. People are going to judge you either way. Even if you are perfect, people will find a way to judge you because that's how humans work, especially the jealous ones. So really just focus on yourself. For lesson number two, realize that you do in fact need mistakes. Your past, no matter how bad it is 100% necessary for you to be in this moment, for you to be this far in life. Because if your past didn't exist, which every single moment of it needed to exist, because or else you wouldn't be here. Your past was necessary. Your past created you. It made you strong. Because the worse your past is, the tougher and better you are. So no matter if your past is good or bad, be proud of it. Just accept it, be proud of it, and if it scares you or if you feel anxious about it, move on. Because you do not need that as a distraction in life. Third tip would be that this one is kind of controversial, but 9 times out of 10, school friends don't matter. A lot of people, especially at a young age, will get obsessed with school friends, think they have best friends for life, but then after they finish primary school, secondary school, high school, whatever, like their friends just walk away and ignore them. Or you lose some form of value and your friends start ignoring you. Realize people here are living their own lives. They're deciding what's good for them. And it doesn't matter if you're a good person for them or not, because they're going to decide based on their own perception of the world and their own perception of you. So don't let the perception other people have of you control who you are. Because if people keep perceiving you in a certain way and you keep saying, oh yeah, I agree with them, I am like this, you are going to start becoming the way people are perceiving you. So you have to perceive yourself first before anybody else, because you are not going to make it in life if you don't perceive yourself first for who you actually are. Tip number 4, or whichever tip we're on, would be to realize how unimportant your past and future are. This was so hard for me to understand when I was younger. I was like, oh yeah, I need to focus 100% on the future and I need to focus on this part of my past. Like, no, just focus on your present, because when you start focusing on your present, you start to view life in a completely different way. You start to enjoy life for the little things. And I think people my age, younger and older, find it hard to appreciate those small things in life. Find it hard to appreciate nature, find it hard to be grateful for what they have, find it hard to get hobbies, because they're constantly so focused on their future or past self, they cannot be in the present. So even if it's just 10 minutes a day, be in the present and do what your present moment self wants to do. Fifth tip is extremely controversial, and I think you should take this in the right way because there's different ways to perceive this, and I don't like some of them personally. So it's the fact that when you learn more and when you do more at a young age, the older you become, the less you will have to do. Same with the other way around. If you spend the first 20 years of your life doing nothing, for the rest of your life, you will have to grind your way through. If you spend the first 20 years of your life grinding, you won't have to do anything for the rest of your life. That's how the system of the world was kind of designed. This is extremely controversial and it can be understood in different ways, but I am hoping you get what I mean. So whatever it is you want to do, whatever it is you think you want to achieve, think about what you want and whether it'll actually provide value for you and for other people, and in the long term, will it make you happy, as well as in the present moment. A way to recognize if you are on the right path, if you are getting to success, is to realize become so busy, become so full of yourself, become so obsessed with yourself, you dive into your education, into something that is going to occupy your time in a productive way, and be so obsessed with that thing or be so focused on that thing you don't even have time to judge other people. Because once you don't even have the energy to judge other people, that's when you are putting in the work, that's when you are getting it done, that's when you are doing it right. Because trust me, you don't have time to judge other people. You are going to die so soon. You don't know when you're going to die. So please go out there and do something with yourself other than judging others, because how much of a waste of time is that? This tip halfway through the video, this is a really good one for people pleasers. Check if you are pouring too much energy into other people. Trust me, I used to pour so much energy into so many people, and half of them weren't even pouring a slight amount of it back into my life. So I go into depth into this in so many of my videos, but basically, to make it brief, is like, stop constantly giving your life and your energy and your time to people that aren't giving it back and that aren't respecting it. And if you are scared that you're going to lose friends, realize that if for some reason you have to lose a friend, it will happen. Because it has to happen for you to grow. If you are afraid of something, 9 times out of 10, that is the thing that should happen. That is the thing that is best for you. For number 8, which is also kind of related to number 7, we have the fact that people will walk away. It's life, right? People walk away, and I found that extremely hard to accept. I found it extremely hard to accept that people will walk away from my life, that people won't like me. It was an extreme problem for me as a child. And then I realized I should focus on myself. And trust me, every single person that walks away, they will teach you at least one thing. They will teach you because God sent them to you for a reason. They will teach you something. It doesn't matter how stupid, but it will become useful into your life. Because anybody, the most stupidest person could have taught the smartest person in the world something, because we all have different perspectives, we all have different knowledge, we all have different skills of consciousness and subconsciousness. So whatever you do, no matter if you're smarter than the other person, you can always learn something from someone else if they are willing to make you learn it. And sometimes they might not even be willing, but you will still learn something. Whether that's that you don't want toxic friends, or whether that's something genuinely valuable in your life, it doesn't matter. You will learn something from everyone, and everyone is important in your life. But still remember to focus on your detachment. For number 9, this one is disrespected by so many people, and as you probably might know already, it's nature. I feel like we don't use nature as much as we can, because I am not one of those super obsessed people with the environment. I'm not into all that, right? But I appreciate nature in a way most people around me don't, because I understand that nature is a gift. It is a gift that I should love. So whenever I see a bird, whenever I see something that looks pretty in nature, even if it's just the sunrise, I just take a moment in my life, no matter what's happening, and appreciate it. So one day I saw a bird, and that little bird came really close to me, and I was like, why is this bird so close to me? And then I realized, this is a blessing. This is a sign that this is going to be a good day. And that made me feel better. So really just appreciate nature for what it is. Whether you are a nature person or not, it doesn't matter. You can still learn from it. You can still love it. And this is a really important one. From a really young age, learn several, ideally, or at least one very valuable skill. It doesn't matter what that skill is. It could be reading a book really fast. It could be learning how to bounce a ball in a certain way. It could be learning how to write really fast, learning how to do good art. It doesn't matter. Learn a skill that will make you the top 10% or the top 20% in the world. Because once you have a skill like that, you can teach it to other people, and there will always be other people that want to learn the skill that you have, even if you're just 10% better than them. So learn something, whether it's football, like a sport, whatever, chess, doesn't matter. Learn something and then find a way to monetize it. Find a way to make money from it. That will get you where you want to be in life. This one is for all those really insecure people out there, and it is the fact that I was watching a video and I heard this thing from somewhere, and it goes something like, if you are on this earth, that means you deserve to be here for a reason. It doesn't matter what's wrong with you, what happened to you. If you are on this earth, you deserve to be here. And if you deserve to be here, therefore, you deserve to take up space. You deserve to be in the room, and you deserve to spread your arms out and take up space. Some people find that are so insecure about themselves that they're afraid to take up space. Don't be afraid to exist, because that is a gift granted to you, and you do not get to disrespect that gift. You should be happy that you are existing. You should take up space. That is why you are here. You are here to teach other people, to learn from your perspective. You are here for a reason. So please, whoever you are, whatever you are, take up space. Take up the space that you want, because you deserve it. This one is kind of self-explanatory, and I think you should think about this one a bit later after the video, but your worst enemy will always be you. This one hits really hard because it's extremely true. Because anybody could tell you anything, anybody could hit you, but how you respond to it, how you perceive that person or that thing, that is what makes your life good or bad. How, if someone hates on you, and if you perceive it in a way that's going to destroy your life, it's your choice, right? So please just stop hating on yourself, because the biggest enemy is you. So start making yourself a friend to yourself and not an enemy. Number 13 is really similar to one of the other ones I talked about, but it's become a producer and not a consumer. A great example of this is social media. I am a producer. You are a consumer. Whatever you do, if you see something that you can take advantage of, become a producer. Because trust me, that is going to get you places. That is going to get you that success you want. So whatever you're trying to achieve in life, become a producer. If you are buying something, look at that something and be like, what made me buy it? Now, can I produce this? Can I become a producer? What made me want to click on this video? Now, can I make that? Do I want to make that? If you start thinking like that, you will become unstoppable, because there will be so many ideas in your brain that you will have infinite ideas for a way to succeed in life, for a way to create a business. And for my last tip, and probably one of the most important ones, is learn how to be alone. Learn how to exist by yourself and be happy about it. Because once you learn how to be alone without having any friends, any family members, anybody to support you, that is when you are going to become so extremely powerful. Imagine a version of yourself that doesn't care what other people think. Imagine a version of you that doesn't need friends or relatives to help them. That is an extremely powerful human. So whatever you are doing, love being alone. Find hobbies that will make you be alone. Make yourself be alone. Just love being alone. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. It is now pretty late and I am going to sleep. Bye, everyone.